here. And I guess since, you know, Blink could be one of the vulnerable targets from XD Gaming.
Gonna try to get this Sage Golem for themselves. Oh! Did they get it? Yep. It's gonna give it to a Violet on the other side. Zeta goes in. Timola is right behind him though. Bay tries to land an ability. They will get Zeta. I think Zeta's really low on HP. Is gonna get taken down. First Blood will proceed to Bigetron. Are they gonna go for more? They're gonna get Might Golem as well. But that's gonna go straight to Shine, I think.
Yes, Seder will be the first one to follow. Timola might be the one who's next. Let's see if BTR is a little bit greedy. Flicker actually being used as well. Anarchy still right behind Timola, and that'll be Dexter finishing off the kill.
Yeah, when you have that Crash, Violet, and also none other than Defreda, you can just push through.
Well,
so
BTR.
I mean, it's. I would say Bigetron still has the upper hand here at the moment. I mean, 400 gold lead. Still not too shabby, I guess. It's only like, what, less than 2 minutes to the game?
Yeah, it's still pretty early to tell. And I think what the beautiful thing about topside, though, is that the matchup between Marja and Kilgroth, at least you have a lot of wave clear in comparison to the Kilgroth. So you can bully out Minky and pressure him a lot, which would mean not giving him too much space to grow and probably slow him down a little bit. So it's a matter of how the rest of the teammates can actually create pressure on the other portions of the map to force Marja to rotate to the team.
Exactly, right now I think I'm gonna try to contest this Abyssal Dragon. Well, it is 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. They would love to get this dragon for themselves.
Yeah, their 4-man is definitely both 4-man for XD and Bigetron Esports are equal for me. But one thing though, Bay might be given enough space, I suppose. I think there's no punish for the Nacroth on the opposition. If I were to look at their kit in terms of hard CC, I guess Seder would be probably the biggest, air quote, biggest threat in the opposition for that Nacroth. But then again, I feel like he can bully out Shiny X here and zone him.
Yeah, Minky just being a nuisance to the top lane. I think they're trying to focus on towards that Might Golem as well. Oh, Chalna is roaming around. Abyssal Dragon's already half HP. I think this might go in favor of Bigetron though, but XD Gaming they have to say anything about it. Abyssal Dragon, they need to focus on it, and Bay will take it as well. They might pay the price for it though. Bay really low, will be able to run away scot-free. So there you go, the Abyssal Dragon first goes to Bigetron.
Indeed, the beautiful thing about Bigetron Esports composition is that if there's a certain objective that they want to contest, they can just grab it and just go away, retreat, if they think that they can't handle anymore. Because again, we did mention how XD Gaming's composition is very team fight oriented, but Bigetron Esports has a lot of power in their hands, and they have to wait for Minky to scale up and contribute to the squad. So most likely we'll see some more action once topside actually gets pushed.
Okay, Timola is really low, gets pulled in, slowed as well. And there you go. I don't think it was supposed to be there in the first place.
Indeed. Timola even had flicker, so I guess it was a little bit too late to escape. There's a ton of things, but look at that. They're rotating at top.
Rotating top lane, Minky taking a lot of damage as well, slowed down, but that tier 1 turret will be his savior for now at least. Try to go for that Spirit Sentinel, I do believe so. So far, 4 minutes and 20 seconds and 9.5k gold lead. What are your thoughts so far here?
I have to say, I think this is a better XD Gaming from yesterday. It seems to me that they're creating opportunities instead of reacting to plays from the opposition. So I think this is, what do you call this? They've learned a lot from yesterday, and I'm actually pretty impressed. I guess this is BTR that defeated Maxbox and Tamago.
Anarchy takes a lot of damage and everything, it just explodes in his face. And a really quick kill. Top lane, Kilgroth onto Dexter, force the flicker as well under the tier 2 turret. They are trying to focus it down, but the damage on the tier 2 turret is just way too much, forced to fall back. There you have it. Retreat, disengage. Middle lane now.
Yeah, 8 seconds on the clock, more or less, till the Abyssal Dragon spawns. So I'm pretty sure a lot of the both teams will try to contest that. But again, take note, XD Gaming has a ton of poke. And if Bigetron Esports doesn't pull the trigger immediately, they'll get chunked down. They don't have any form of sustain whatsoever. And Timola, again, very close. Probably finding that flicker snare to the correct target, probably on Blink, probably on Shiny X for sure. But take note, Satyr is gonna be a huge body to block a lot.
Timola just being the bait there. The ultimate comes out. The damage has been dealt. 3-on-3 at the moment. The Abyssal Dragon is going to go in favor of Bigetron yet again. I do believe so. Yep.
My oh my, I said the caster's curse again. I said that Satyr should be a huge problem for the Arum, and then bam, Arum just walks in so casually, snares up Shiny X, and GG, game over. They get the AD.
Dexter's not having a good time at all. Minky's just being a nuisance. Also, the tier 2 tower on the top lane is half HP. They get the Abyssal Dragon on the bottom, and then also get the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
Yes, and Timola, everybody else is keeping the pressure here from BTR. They know that they're ahead, especially in gold as well, and the way that their comp works is if they find someone who's isolated, then it's gonna be a very difficult situation for Shiny X or maybe even Blink. They're trying to starve them of resources as well, and that's the reason why they've been trying their best to protect their own jungle. But again, with the poke from Fall, it might be difficult. It's not like they have a Preda, a Pena to provide sustain for the team.
But they shouldn't prolong this match though, because they do have a Violet on the other side for XD Gaming.
Indeed.
So the longer you stay in this game, Violet's gonna get a lot stronger, and you don't want to see a late game Violet, man.
Exactamundo, amigo, and as well as a Preda, one of the really good heroes to fight from behind, especially during the high ground tower defense phase. And it's like Anarchy.
Anarchy yet again as well. Pops the ultis. He will run away scot-free yet again as well. It's really low though, focusing on towards bottom lane. Zeta might be the next target here for them. Nope. Both teams will disengage.
Oh, Dexter's like, I have Tome of the Reaper now, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
This is the top lane and bottom lane now. Zeta pops the ultis. Just to disengage, gets the stun though. No follow-up with the damage. Chalkner.
Wow, he was actually used as well, but that's gonna be an assassin kill from the Raz. Has managed to eliminate Shiny X out of nowhere, and that would mean they lack the Violet. But now Minky just doesn't give a care.
Yeah, he doesn't even give a single care on top lane, just focusing down the tower while Dexter was trying to take him down, and unfortunately for Minky, he will get the tower as well as a kill.
Yeah, they're playing their own game up top. It's actually a 4v4, and they have their own little world at top lane with Dexter and Minky with the Kilgroth and Marja matchup. But meanwhile, the gold is...
They're extending.
Yeah.
They're extending in a moment. They're just barging through, extending the lead for themselves as well. They have 4 towers down. They have 2 Abyssal Dragons right now. Might be 5 if they... Yep. They will manage to take down their tier 2 in the bottom lane. Top lane tower, tier 3 as well. Really low. Right now, almost 9 minutes into the game. But it's still... They have yet to siege the high ground. So it's perfectly fine. They still do have the ability to take this and turn this game around. But not if they get this Dark Slayer though.
Yeah, it's going to be very tough for XD Gaming, and that's going to be Minky and Bay on the Dark Slayer, and everyone else just trying to clear all the jungle camps just so that to remove the resources from XD Gaming. All they have now are the creeps that are marching on towards their own base, and I'm pretty sure they're afraid to extend at the moment because everybody else can probably solo kill them. Probably 2 people.
Yeah, and the tier 2 in the middle lane is really low as well. I think they just want to focus it down, push the waves. Drake has been summoned. Where?
Looks like they're aiming for mid.
Yep, they're gonna go for mid lane. Right now the push is on. This might be XD Gaming's last defense in game 1. Or will they focus on top lane, jumping into the base itself, taking a lot of damage from the tier 3 turret. They might get a couple kills here. If not, Bay's trying to focus up. Yep.
Oh yeah, that was super greedy.
And bottom lane right now is getting focused down as well. They want these towers, so the top lane fight was actually a bait. But they did not manage to get a single turret as well.
Minky was so impatient.
Yeah.
He was already marching with the creep wave, and then he just decided to attack the tower. Okay, anyway, they had to suffer the consequences for getting a little bit too excited here. But look at Fall. He just wants the highlight reel.
Beautiful push in. Gets the ultimate out as well. Right now, Anarchy as well as Zeta are low. Zeta apparently still alive. Well, not if they have anything to say about it. And there you go. One more kill down. They don't have the Crush at the moment, though. The Crush does have the ultimate 30 seconds respawn timer.
Yeah, they can split their resources with a 10-minute mark in. That means it's the Enraged Abyssal Dragon. But the question is whether or not Bigetron Esports wants the additional stats, whether or not they feel confident enough to just finish the game and do this 1-2-2 rotation.
They are just starving XD Gaming side here, not allowing them to get any space at all. All tier 3 towers are down. Every single lane has super minions. Don't really think XD Gaming can do anything, and things are looking really bleak for these guys right here. The last defense for the Indian team.
Half HP onto Age, and they're just clearing the waves for now for BTR, just trying to get the new wave in so that they could probably poke someone down. They do have the Raz and probably push that go signal when Minky feels like it. And I don't think they have any plans to get the Abyssal Dragon at this point, but take a look at the poke coming in from Blink here. Half HP for Fall and Age at the moment, and they just try to retreat.
Yeah, they're gonna retreat, disengage, get all the buffs that they need, get that Sage going on, get maybe the Enraged Abyssal Dragon as well, or even if they're feeling funky, go ahead for the Dark Slayer maybe when it's up.
That's super, super safe play, but
yeah.
But I guess if they really want to close down the game, I suppose they need additional objectives on the map, and that's just the core that's left. I guess maybe BTR could make a sneaky play, a highlight reel, a pick from the Raz, or maybe a snare from Arum here, and just get that 4v5 in immediately and just pick them up one by one. They do have the capability to do so. They have the Nakrot, they have the Raz, and there you go, there's a Flicker Snare.
Flicker Snare goes in, Shiny really low on HP, and he will get taken down. Next up is going to be the remaining teams. I think they're just going to focus on the core. Yep, there you go. The first game, very convincing in the middle of the map, maybe?
Yes, an almost 30-minute game here, but Bigetron Esports, a really, really strong team, and XD Gaming, they had a huge improvement in comparison to yesterday.
Yeah, I really like the way they started the game, very balanced, even though they were getting taken down one by one. But the thing is that that's their composition, right? They're not supposed to be the one that goes in, gangs in. They have the Crash, they have the Chalkna as well. So the plays was supposed to be slow and steady wins the race.
Yes.
But at the same time, Bigetron had that kind of ganking ability. And not to mention Minky on the top lane against Dexter.
That was a huge headache.
Yeah, XD Gaming had a composition where you need to play as a team. And Dexter had no way of joining a team because he always had to stay on top lane, try to keep Minky in bay, but fortunately...
Different dynamic this time around?
I think yesterday you was talking to the player, who was it? I'm not sure, remember, you was talking on the phone, I'm like, this guy has been playing Superman a lot.
I think that was 1717 from maxboxgaming.
Oh yeah, alright, but right now we're gonna start the match in a few short moments time. Super excited to see if XD Gaming has what it takes to take down Bigetron and bring it to a tie, or will Bigetron take it to nail? It's gonna be an exciting match. I'm super excited to find out who's gonna... XD Gaming, you can surprise me and maybe take one win maybe today.
From Bigetron Esports, after, you know, BTR performing super well yesterday.
Yeah, but I think we're gonna go straight into the game.
Alrighty then, let's see what their level 1 is going to be. I mean, there's a ton of stuns again from XD Gaming. If they pick a different skill for Anarchy and as well as the Blink, but I'm guessing they'll invest on the damage and as well as Anarchy on the sustain as well, just in case they get a little bit of poke here and there. The question is whether or not they're going to try to invade. Maybe not. Looks like that's the decision for both of these sides. They'll just settle with their own buffs for now.
Top lane yet again as well. Zeta, this seems to be like a switcheroo, I would say. But, you know, Minky doing Minky things yet again as well. Zeta's not having a good time against Zinio here on top lane.
Yeah, great trade there, coming from the side of Minky. Definitely knows the matchup. He is a skilled Kilgroth player, and he knows that he has the upper hand, and that would force Kilgroth to pour it back and just try to recover from that. But moving forward, though, let's see looks like no buff steals whatsoever. I mean, I saw Timola was trying to hover around the Violet, taking that Sage Golem, but I think they have successfully gotten the Sage Golem. See, Shiny X having that blue buff, and yep, no steals whatsoever, no funny business.
Rotations coming in from the side of Bigetron Esports. They want to try to get this couple of kills here, maybe. They can actually go on to top lane. I mean, on top there, you can see that Fall is taking a lot of damage here against two other players on the side of XD Gaming. Rotates back to mid lane.
It's actually pretty smart now that I think about it from XD Gaming, because Crixie's ultimate will practically get in range of everybody from the side of Bigetron Esports, as I feel like, you know, Lindis is definitely not a Violet, not as the range is quite short. And there you go, Dexter getting bullied, and Shiny X as well.
I think Timo is doing a really good job with this Mina as well, zoning the side of XD Gaming out whenever a team fight is going on. Right now, mid lane. Oh, oops. I think he misplayed that.
Oops. The engage wasn't there, but I think the problem, I think the good side about BTR's composition is how Superman has a really good wave here with a heat vision. Hold that thought. There's the pull.
They're gonna go onto the Abyssal Dragon, and Bay will finish it up. Shiny X really low, pops the flicker. They want this kill, and they will get it. Blake might be the next target as well. Dexter comes from behind, tries to keep his teammates alive here, but nope. It's okay, they do get a kill as well as the Abyssal Dragon.
There you have it, Killgrass. And it's the perfect timing as well for the Sentinel to fly towards the team, because the lane was shoved in his favor. So he doesn't have to worry about the tower getting chip damage. So that was the perfect timing. Good rotations coming from BTR, super confident the timing is correct, and they managed to chain different objectives from that Abyssal Dragon.
Right now, Minky, Bay's already level 6 at the moment. 3 levels up against Anarchy on the other side for XD Gaming. Top lane, Minky, I really like how Minky is just applying so much pressure and has that kind of dominance whenever he plays at top lane.
Definitely keeping the Killgraph on a tight leash, but I'm pretty sure probably come mid-game, I think maybe the Sentinel might have a hard time as long as he's given space. But looking at the situation now, as he keeps forced back to port, he'll lose a couple of minion waves, and it's gonna really slow down his growth.
Yeah, when you have that, when you assert the dominance on top lane, you make them go back to the base recall, and then you have that experience lead in your lane. And as you can tell, Minky already level 6 at MM1 on the other side. Zeta only level 5.
This is going to be difficult for XD Gaming, as they cannot, I mean, earlier, the thing is, BTR has been pressuring the jungler, Shiny X, constantly. So if they want to make some active plays, definitely zero space for the Violet.
They might just try to gank the Malachian button because rotation's coming in. Lindis all top lane here.
Caster's Curse? Almost though. They didn't start anything.
They didn't start any rotations. They have 4 players on the bottom lane right now, rotating back to mid lane as well. I think we might see a team fight here in the mid lane.
Looks like Timola lurking around the corner.
Misses the pull-in, unfortunately, but they really want this tier 1 tower in the bottom lane down. They're going to try to gank onto Dexter, the help of Superman, as well as Raz come through with the fall. Oh my gosh, there's no running away from that. You're going to get taken down right now. Rotations coming in from the side of XD Gaming as well, trying to protect that tier 1 in the bottom lane.
Communication is perfect for Bigetron Esports. They chain the taunt with the Mina pick and the Superman push. But Anarchy, I think you're going to die here.
Raz doing a beautiful play there, knocking him back into the fight. And Timola was at the right place at the right time, gets the pull back in. They're gonna try to get this Might Golem as well for themselves and rotates back to mid lane because the waves are pushing in.
Super aggressive BTR. It's the patrol, and then Satyr once again having a difficult time, always forced to go back and miss a lot of farm, and again it will really slow down the spike of Killgrass.
And Zeta's already really low. Bay knows what he needs to do, help Minky out. Also, they have 1 minion there to just push the wave and take it down. Tier 1 tower has been taken out on the top lane. Rotations coming out from XD Gaming, just a little tad too late.
They'll be clearing out the wave here at the mid lane, but once again, 3K Goldie Dexter isolated here at the bot side of the map. There's Fallen Age right behind him.
Malik's not having a good time here in bottom lane. Dexter, and I think there's going to be a gang coming up from him. Timola as well. Timola, Blink, gets him out. Raz is there as well. Beautiful stun in out. Malik with the ultimate. H will get taken down, forcing the side of Bigetron Esports to fall back a little bit here. Engaging back. Dexter might be the next one in target. Gets the stun in. And there you go. One more kill maybe. Yep. 2 down on the side of XD Gaming.
BTR just so confident, and even though the Mina could get jumped on as she's the only person inside the jungle of XD Gaming, they still managed to get the better end of the stick, and looks like they're just trying to starve the Violet of resources as they get the Sage Golem for themselves. There's the pull and the taunt.
Yeah, when you want a one-on-one against Pain, it's not going to be easy because she can really sustain herself with those heals. Just peel for your teammates. That's the issue about XD Gaming. Their peeling is not really turning out how they want it to be with the picks.
Definitely, as for me, their team composition is more of they're the ones that's supposed to overrun you with damage, but Vicky is just dueling either Dexter or the Killgroth. Stun won't connect. There's a shock.
But then Malak pops in the ulti, goes on towards Minky as well. Minky's all alone on top lane. 4 members on the side of XD Gaming were forced to rotate top lane, bottom lane right now. They're tier 2 push.
Oh my, Timola.
A blue team tower has been...
Looks like that's what they sacrificed, a Fizz, and they had to suffer the consequences of getting pressured all around the map. I think most of the towers of Bigetron Esports are barely damaged. They have a ton of pressure.
There you go, team fights yet again as well. Whole ton of damage actually coming up from Bigetron Esports. And things are looking really bad here yet again for XD Gaming in the second game. Already 8 minutes into the game. Almost every single tower is down. They only have 2 tier 2 towers up in middle lane as well as top lane.
Age entered the wrong exit, wrong turn, got bursted down by everybody else from XD Gaming, but it doesn't matter at the moment as there's a ton of space for Bigetron Esports to make small mistakes like that. They still have full control over the map, except for the fact that topside, the outer tower already beyond half HP, and at least the creep wave is slowly being managed by Bigetron here, so that's going to be a huge problem. There's 4 invested at top, and we'll have to see because that's 4v4 potentially.
Yeah.
As Superman is split pushing at bottom.
Anarchy right now only level 8 at the moment. They are so far behind in terms of experience.
Woo.
And then the fight coming in. Beautiful combinations of all the abilities and ultimates coming out from Bigetron. They were able to get 2. And right now they want to take down that tier 2 turret in the top lane. And after that, maybe proceed to Blink as well. Blink taking a lot of damage, but Hina's there. To just, heal himself up a little bit. So it's okay, it's perfectly right. Rotations to the middle lane. Also the only outer turret alive.
The outer turret alive for, the only outer turret alive for XD Gaming is at mid, yes siree. And they have the Dark Slayer to help assist that, so I'm guessing it's going to be a step-by-step process. After that, the Enraged Abyssal Dragon will come up next at the 10-minute mark. And if they really want to be sure and have more power with their siege, then I suppose they have the option to take that as well. Unless they're confident enough to not take it at all. I mean, they did that during the previous game. And they're going to do a 1-3-1 here. And they have the capability to do so, and they're gonna spread XD Gaming super thin at the moment.
Yeah, Timola has the taunt though. He can just go in, get the taunt, and then with the help of Xenial, pops the Angelic Splendor, gets more CCs around that taunt itself. Right now, top lane is taking a lot of damage. Zeta forced to fall back. The Drake is in the middle lane, just slowly melting down that tier 3 turret in the middle lane. And I don't think they're going to be able to withstand this. The next wave is down, and also they're going under that tier 3 turret. There you go, Dexter goes in with a beautiful engagement with that ultimate. Team not taking a lot of damage, but Zinio yet again with the help of Raz as well. It's going to be almost a team wipe. The only one alive is going to be Blink. Right now, focusing on towards the core as well. Just want to finish this game quick, painless, swift. Or maybe just gonna kill and then finish it. Oh no, they're actually gonna go for that top tier 3 as well.
No wave, and they just want to play it safe for now. And here comes the cavalry, and looks like that's it. 2-0 for Bigetron Esports.
Yeah, I feel like that top lane, Minky just hammered down Dexter really hard, not allowing him to get any space, no oxygen to breathe at all for Dexter. And also not to mention the teamwork coming up from the Xenials with Nina. You know, the engagements and team fights are so precise.
Yeah, they just couldn't stop with the pressure for BTR, and XD Gaming just had no response whatsoever. Timolas, Rome, and as well as the rest of the members, Bay and Fall, dealing a lot of damage. Age did a huge amount of work as well. And there you have it. XD Gaming, of course, they definitely improved from yesterday. They still have one upcoming match today.